Knight's Tale, Palamon and Arste. Duke Theseus once ruled over Athens. He was a great soldier. He had conquered Cynthia in a war, and he had married its queen Hippolyta. When she came to live with him in Athens, she brought her young sister Emily with her. As they were riding back to Athens, a soldier brought bad news. "Creon has begun a war against you, Duke Theseus. He has conquered Thebes." Theseus sent some of his knights to Athens with Hippolyte and Emily. Then he went to Thebes with his other knights. He fought Creon and killed him. There were 2 young knights among the many men who fought for Creon. Their names were Palamon and Arste. They were wounded, but they were not dead. They were lying side by side. They had rich clothes, so they were taken to Duke Theseus. The Duke said, "Your families will pay a lot of gold if I set you free. But I will not set you free. You fought for Creon, so you will never be free again." He sent them to Athens to be shut up as prisoners in a high tower. Duke Theseus rode home and lived happily in Athens with Hippolyta and Emily. Palamon and Arste lived sadly in the high tower. One morning, Palamon got up very early and looked out of the window into the Duke's garden. He saw a lady. She was very beautiful. She was walking in the garden and putting flowers in her hair. This beautiful lady was Emily. When Palamon saw her, he gave a loud cry. Arste heard him and said, "Dear Palamon, what's the matter? Your face is white. Why did you cry out? Think, we are prisoners, and we will always be prisoners. We must learn to bear this sad life quietly." Palamon said, "I didn't cry out because we are prisoners. I cried out because I have just seen the most beautiful lady in the world. I prayed to the gods to make me free. Then I can be with her. But if I cannot be free, I want to die." Arste looked out of the window and saw Emily. He cried, "If she will not love me, I do not want to live anymore." This was too much for Palamon. He said, "We have been brothers in our sad life here, shut up away from the world. Now you want to steal my lady? You cannot do that. I loved her first, and I loved her forever. You must help me to win her." Arste said, "You saw her first, but I love her as much as you do. How can you or I win her when we are shut up here in this tower?" Palamon said, "One day we will may be free, and then let the best men win." For many days the old friendliness between them was quite lost. Duke Theseus had a good friend called Duke Pericles. Pericles had known Arste for many years and liked him very much. He heard about Arste in the tower. He said, "I'm very sorry to hear that Arste is your prisoner. He is not like Creon. He is a good young man. Please let him be free. Please let us come out into the world again. Ductitius thought, Pure Tales is in my house. I like him, and he has asked me to something. It will please him if I do it. So he answered, Yes, Archie can come out of the tower. He will be free. But he must go away from Athens, and he must never come here again. If he ever tries to come back, I will cut off his head. Before Archie left prison, he had a last talk with Palamon. He said, I must leave Athens, but you can stay here and look at my beautiful lady in the garden. It is better for you than for me. Palamon was just as sad. You will be free, he said. Perhaps you will come back with an army and make war on Athens. If you win, my beautiful lady will be yours. Life seemed very hard to both the young men.